So today I'm going to be doing an overview of the new operator from Rainbow Six Dustline DLC, Blackbeard. I would like to preface this by saying that I think they did a phenomenal job with the DLC. As always, new content is welcome. I think they knocked it out of the park in the cosmetic field with the weapon tags and the headgear and the new camo. So props to you guys over at Ubisoft. There will also be in-game footage of these weapons after the overview. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first weapon we have here is the Mark 17 CQB. This is your classic slow rate of fire, heavy hitting assault rifle, coming in at 20 rounds in the magazine, which is a little small, but to be expected with this weapon type. The weapon has a noticeable amount of recoil, but is pretty controllable overall. Very vertical, a little bit to the left, but pretty easy to keep on track. Overall, great weapon choice for most engagements. A little can be kind of iffy in close quarters if you aren't great at hitting headshots due to that slow fire rate, but I think most people won't have any issues with it. Secondly, we also have the SR-25, which is a marksman rifle, so semi-automatic. Has a damage of 75, which absolutely demolishes the only other marksman rifle belonging to Twitch, as well as having a larger magazine coming in at 20 rounds, which can be a lot of ammo for a marksman rifle. There's not really a whole lot else to say. It does have good mobility, matching the other marksman rifle from Twitch, and it seems like, other than that, it seems like it might be kind of a little bit of out of place with the playstyle associated with that lends itself to Blackbeard's deployable shield on the gun, because that would kind of assume that you would have a more close quarters combat, peeking around corners kind of play style, but you know, some people can always make these work in close quarters. So moving on to the secondary, which doesn't really, most people don't use these a lot, you don't see them a lot, but not a lot to say about it other than it hits like a truck, small magazine, what you'd expect from a Deagle. Recoil doesn't really matter for that. And then lastly, we have the gadgets, breaching charge, flashbang, both very viable. We've seen them all before, previous operators. Kind of depends on your playstyle, whatever you like to play as. If you like to blow down walls and rush in, then breaching charges are probably for you. If you like to, you know, tactically go in, flash people, that's also perfectly viable. And then last but not least, we have Blackbeard's special gadget, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for, which is the mount and shield for the weapon. Kind of an interesting addition, not sure if that's really grounded in reality, if that's something that is being developed. Would be pretty damn cool, but seems a little far-fetched. I don't have a whole lot to say about the gadget because it is still very early to be deciding whether or not it's overpowered or people just haven't quite adjusted to it yet, because it does change the play style of the game. Definitely makes a difference there. It's almost like he's kind of like a riot shielder, where they cut it off at his face and then gave him an assault rifle, which, as we all know, riot shielders are pretty damn annoying, so he definitely carried on that annoyance from them. Super frustrating to play against at times, especially when they can, you know, crouch behind a counter and all you can see is their head, but you go for the headshot and then suddenly hits a shield in front of him. That always sucks. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So I think that it was great. I think he's a great character, very viable for the attacking side. Great DLC. If you'd like to see some more overviews for the defending Valkyrie or any other players, let me know. And then now we'll just get